Brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Good morning. Welcome to Mornings at the Cabin for your midday hump. It's hump day. That's right. Wheeler and Ollie with you on your Mornings at the Cabin adventure. I just saw Lecter through the corner of my eye. He's about to skulk into the room. So we will be joined by him very shortly. It's less smoky this morning, which is nice. However, the smoke forecast seems to be trending the other way, if I'm correct. I saw a smoke map that said through Thursday it's gonna be a nice big thick push.
A nice big thick push. You said.
Push, yes.
Okay.
All right. Mishearing things. That's what leads to a lot of these just funny miscommunications and misunderstandings.
Oh yeah,
we're like a sitcom here. Yeah, right.
So
I mean, it seems to have cleared today. It's not too bad today. Not as bad as it was yesterday. But it looks like it's going to come pretty hard here pretty soon.
It looks like it's going to verge off to the west. A little bit of Yellowknife.
Yes.
I think if you're in Hay River or if you're in the Deztro, get ready for coughing fits and seizures over the next couple of days. Great.
Good Lord. What an odd forecast. Although I feel like in a dystopian future, that would be the forecast. It's like it's a beautiful day outside, the sun is shining, but there's a ton of smoke and smog, so if you've prone to seizures, maybe stay inside.
There was a website in the UK called Sick Weather that would forecast where sort of various colds and flus and other things were sort of cropping up. And I couldn't look at it.
It's
like,
terrible,
I don't need to see
map.
that at all.
It really is. And, we'll get it. We'll get into it a little bit.
We'll get into the fact you broke my queen.
I wasn't going to say anything. Well, now you ruined it.
You ruined it. My queen is broken.
I'm sorry.
You will pay.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter with you on your Wednesday morning. It's the final night of trivia for the season.
Nobody cares about that.
Sorry,
you damaged my queen.
I did, yeah. And,
answer for your sins.
Here's the thing.
What did you do?
I feel like her sin, not her sins, specifically, but like the sins of the nation and the empire that she leads kind of outweigh my own. So I'll apologize for knocking her hat off. But I'm not going to apologize.
I am not convinced that the sins of that 6-inch model of the Queen with a little solar-powered handbag have actually outweighed your own. What did you do to it? I
don't know. Well, we were having a very passionate discussion about political issues yesterday.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we were getting deep into it on global politics and climate change and basically free will is what we were kind of getting down to, really. I mean, we're having a deep philosophical conversation.
Yeah. But you freed Liz instead.
What's that?
You said, what? Instead of free will, you freed Liz.
Yeah, we freed Liz. Off this cliff that she's been hanging on this precipice for far too long. And I gave her a little nudge, and she just decided to let herself fall.
I've been so nervous about this morning.
Oh my God, it's palpable in here. You could cut the tension with a string.
Awkward Scott is here, and he doesn't know what to make of any of this
conversation. So we were having a discussion. Anyway, I gesticulated a little too wildly, as I tend to do when I'm... and I hit her, and then I tried to catch her, and then she fell on the ground, and ow.
And you see how these things can happen.
See these things can happen. I'm a big raucous puppy dog. Ollie, just.
How do you intend fixing this?
I don't. I
mean, it's just her hat.
It's just
the
her
brim.
Hat. That's right. A little little crazy glue here. Fix it right up. As a matter of fact, if I just kind of shove it back in there.
So you'll get that done by tomorrow, will you?
Why does it need to be done by tomorrow?
Well, you can't just leave it there.
Why not?
She's the
broken.
Queen.
You've broken my nice gift from the people of Corte School in Deta. You gave me that.
No, I will. Of course,
present.
I will fix it. Of course,
there we go.
I've got crazy glue.
You
at
will
home.
have to tug at those heartstrings, but I'll do it if I have to.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. However, you have to manipulate to get whatever you want. No, that's fine. No, I did feel bad. I mean, like the whole show ground to a halt while I was. I don't know what I just.
There was no recourse from that.
Yeah, I felt like Homer when he was looking at the box of Mr. Sparkle. I wonder what am I with? Like that. That's what I felt like. So we will get this fixed. She continues to wave though. So
Yeah, she's still waving.
she's still waving.
Yeah,
so
still
she's
works.
Yeah, you're really squinting at me pretty hard.
I think maybe it's a stylish thing with her hat now.
That's right.
The whole back brim's taken off. It looks like something the kids might come up with.
That's right. She's wearing a front brim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
No good?
No good. No, he's quiet.
Yeah.
He's enraged. His face is very red.
Well, we better not tell Philip. 'Cause-
Okay. Well,
I think he bought her that hat.
well, Philip's out
actually.
for a drive, so we'll see what happens with that. No, Ollie will of course get Liz fixed here. Little Liza, we'll get her fixed, and she will be good as new. I do apologize for knocking her off the ledge, and
I thought it would be Sarah Price long before now.
Really?
Just mistakenly.
Oh yeah, of
broke
course.
the
She's like, I
claim.
mistakenly dropped it. Terrible. Because she's the only one that can hear the sound of her wrist going.
Yeah, she's had a long time vendetta against that queen.
Yeah. Well, there are sounds that only young people can hear that older people can't hear.
That's true. Yeah.
So, it's one of those things.
Wrists snapping and cracking.
That's what we have Wix picks for.
That's what we have Wix picks for.
Absolutely.
She picks up on
Nice
the sounds
plug.
we cannot pick up on. Friday, Wix picks.
Thursday
Moving
this
on.
week.
Why are we moving
Friday's
on?
day
Well,
off.
do you want to come in
Oh,
on
Friday's
Friday?
the day off.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, you could come in and do it.
Usually
on Friday
Friday,
if you want.
rescheduled for Thursday this week because of National Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah.
So that will be a lot of fun.
So she got also last Friday's episode was a disaster.
Why?
Bumping her back to Thursday. She was playing oldies, trying to sneak oldies past us. We're like, come on, Wix, we know duck sauce when we hear it.
They were still bangers.
2014, get out of here.
Couple of bops.
Cabin Radio's morning show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
Tides, glaciers, or aliens? What caused Yellowknife's Back Bay to drain? I say aliens.
Probably aliens.
Yeah, okay, aliens. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, anyway.
Okay. Well,
Solved.
Good
All
break,
right.
guys. Well done.
That's enough of that.
No, it was actually quite an interesting scene. Somebody shared some photos on Facebook yesterday that Back Bay, the water had been pushed so far out that there was a boat moored on the floor of the lake, and basically the floor of the lake had been pushed. The water had been pushed so far back that the shore was extended by about 50 to 60 meters. And it was something that I'd never seen. I grew up just around the corner from that part of Back Bay, and I'd never seen that before. People saying that they've lived here for 40 years have never seen that before. It seems to have been solved by science.
Not aliens?
Not aliens, apparently. But that's what a science always says. Science is always telling us it's not aliens.
That's true.
And yet here I am.
And I mean, quite frankly, if it was aliens, I have to say, I would have expected more out of aliens than to just come down to Earth just to be lake bullies, just pushing a lake around.
Well, I mean, maybe they're just sending us subtle messages that they think we're going to pick up on because they overestimate our intelligence. They're just like, they're definitely going to pick up on this. We're going to thaw the permafrost.
They will notice
We're going to
this.
thaw the permafrost, and we're going to make the water level incredibly low.
But like,
just
leave
to
a
wake
note.
them up. Yeah,
Leave
that
a
is
note.
their note.
Let us know that it's you.
They figured that we're so in tune with nature and so in tune with our environment that we're going to notice these things.
But we're not.
But some of us are.
We think it's wind.
With
or
wind,
like
that sounds stupid.
tides or
Yeah,
something.
tides.
Like, come on.
Some people did blame it on tides, and I don't think that I don't think there is a tide in the lake.
There is.
Is there?
Yeah, it's just a small one.
It's a very small one.
So
Not
you're
enough
looking
to
at-
do this.
You're looking at with the Great Lakes, I
Yeah.
believe they are.
Well, the Great
is it-
Lakes, yes.
If I get to finish a sentence, you might learn something.
Ollie, if I could just interject for a second. You were saying.
Thank you.
Okay.
So the Great Lake tides are roughly 5 centimeters.
Okay.
So like there are tides, they're
Yeah.
just
Okay.
not
So they're
Not
just
big.
tides.
so they're just like tide pods, basically.
Very good. Very good.
Very
See, I
good.
told you
Very
know
good.
something.
Yeah.
Those are tasty. So it was shared across Facebook. It got a few shares. CBC did a story on it. Not that I'm used to pumping $1 billion companies, corporations' tires, but
Well, NNSL did it first. So there you go.
Okay, well, they're the only northern centric content creator in the north, so that's good.
It's nice of you to
haven't
give
got
them
a
a
chip.
plug.
Haven't got a chip on your shoulder about
Huh?
that then.
What?
No, nothing. Carry
No
on.
chips. No, I don't like chips. This is funny. So obviously a lot of people a little confused about it, but it seems that just the high wind that we've been having for the last couple of nights, last couple of evenings, had pushed the water out because the water level is so incredibly low this year that anywhere between 6 and 10 inches is kind of what the water level was. The wind pushed it back, and there it is. Not the moon, not aliens. Could it be the wind? It seems to be the wind. That seems to be the overarching theory.
Still leaning towards aliens.
Me too. I will always lean towards aliens.
Yeah.
I want there to be aliens. I want there to be something other than us, other than human beings. If we're the only life in this, even just this solar system, wow, that's a shame.
The rest of the animal kingdom right now is like, see, humans, oh, we're the only life. This is the whole problem.
Fine. The only not the only life. That's obviously not what I mean.
Classic humans. We've just been here literally the entire time.
Every other animal is garbage and is only used for our food. No. The only, and not to say the only intelligent life, because obviously there are very
intelligent. Right up outside the building with placards.
Right. The only life that's been able to do what we've done.
Dogs are like, here we are, just evolving our eyes to please you. Don't even care.
Okay, wait, I'll stop you right there. Dogs have evolved their eyes to manipulate us, not to help us.
Well said. Yes.
All right, it keeps them close to us. That's right. Okay, well, Back Bay not under attack by aliens. Maybe just a nice...
Cabin radio under attack by dolphins and dogs.
Scenes from the cabin.
Good. Prepare to attack.
Prepare to attack.
On the count of 3. 1, 2... Late! What happened? Where are they?
I don't know, sir. They must have hyperjets on that thing.
Hey, what do we got on this thing? A Cuisinart?
No, sir.
Well, find them. Catch them.
Yes, sir. Prepare the ship for light speed.
No. Light speed's too slow.
Light speed's too slow?
Yes. We're going to have to go right to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed? Sir, we've never gone that fast before. I don't know if the ship can take it.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Prepare the ship. Prepare ship for ludicrous speed. Fasten all seatbelts. Seal all entrances and exits. Close all shops in the mall. Cancel the 3-ring circus. Secure all animals in the zoo.
Give me that, you petty excuse for an officer. Now hear this. Ludicrous speed.
Sir, hadn't you better buckle up?
Nah, buckle this. Ludicrous speed. Go!
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guess to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including Zehabesha, Main Street Pizza, The Woodyard Eatery, Copper House Restaurant, and Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by a very special guest via the Skype machine, friend of the show, friend of the cabin host, and, well... We'll get into it.
Friend of the territory.
Friend of the territory. Friend of Inuvik. Friend of everywhere. Friend of everyone. We'll get into it. This is a man of many talents, many fingers, many pies. He is all over the place. Don't give me that
How
look.
much longer is this intro going to go?
The seventh wonder of the Northwest Territories. Des Loreen on the line. Des, what is up, man?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Good, man. You like that intro or what?
Oh, no, it's huge. I love that intro, man. That was like Lecter said, I'm like, okay, so this is just going to keep building? Like people are going to start...
Yeah, and then we just build it up.
People are going to be tuning out.
That's fine. That's what we're used to here on Mornings at the Cabin. Welcome to the show, man. Glad to have you on, as always. You are the summer's kicking off here, and you are as busy as ever. You're in the middle of rehearsals for your first feature film. Is this your first feature film?
Yeah, I guess it would be
Yeah.
Well, it's like a 40-minute thing, right? So I guess it would count as a feature, sure.
Oh, okay. It's a 40-minute feature. It's a short film, but it's the longest one you've done. Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. So this is a big project, and not only are you doing that, you're in rehearsals for that. You're going to start filming that. We'll get back to that. One of the reasons we're having you on this morning, other than all the other things you do. You have started a Northern wrestling promotion. Tell us about that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Arctic Wrestling, TAW.
The top.
We wanted to be wrestlers, and we just said, hey, let's be wrestlers then, right? So
that's amazing. Yeah, you just decided, you know what? This is the age to do it. This is when most people get into wrestling. I'm going to try it. So well, tell us about it. Who are you doing with, and what's the plan?
Okay, so it's me and my buddy here in town, Wade Blue Grubin. We've been watching wrestling together for a long time. We've been talking about being wrestlers, wanting to be wrestlers. We always have that conversation of, oh, can you imagine if, we left the North when we were like 16 and starry-eyed, and, oh, we could have been going to wrestling school, and, we could have went to, like the dungeon and trained with Bret Hart or whatever. And then it's like, but there's still opportunities, like you think about it, like DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, he didn't become a wrestler till he was, 40-something? So it's like there's a real, you know what I mean? There's a real opportunity for people later in life, and it's about what you want to put into it, right? I mean, I'm not going to be doing 630 centons off the top rope or whatever. I'm not going to be acrobatically, gracefully flying over the, through the middle rope and catch me, boys, right?
Well, maybe not the first show.
Yeah, not the first. I mean, you can work up to that stuff.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, there's going to definitely be moments where I'm going to be like, okay, this isn't wise, but I'm going to do it for the crowd of 15 people we have here.
You save that for a pay-per-view. Dennis.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that's it, right? We have things that we're saving for shows and stuff. So we have ideas, and that's the cool thing about being lifelong fans is it's like, oh, can you imagine if somebody did this? And it's like, well, why don't we try that? So.
Yeah. So you guys, and you've got, I've been following it on Facebook as always, as we always follow your posts come up in our feed a lot, but been following totally Arctic Wrestling. You've even got a couple of personas picked out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I've actually, because we have such a small roster to start off with, I figured, we could double our roster size if we just played 2 characters, right? Yeah. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make my main character, who's going to be like the bad guy, the cocky heel that everybody wants to pound up, the guy that will say things that's like, who probably shouldn't say that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to get a rile out of the crowd, just classic heel stuff, to get the story moving. Because I'm going to be like I said, I'll play the bad guy. Blue is going to be the good guy. He's going to be the little hero. And because we have a size difference as well, it's like a real David versus Goliath story that we're looking to tell at our first show in November.
Okay.
But then the second guy that I made was sort of just more like a comic relief, like a way to release just kind of, stress and be like, blah, let's go out there and have some fun. I wanted to put a mask on, and the comedy said, Deztro the Eskimo. So it's a little bit of a nod to Workaholics in the Eskimofo name. But I figured, I mean, who else to be the Eskimofo than, a full-blooded Eskimo, right? So.
Absolutely, man. And so you got a show planned for November. What are you guys doing for training-wise? I mean, obviously you've been watching for a long time. I know that you've practiced some moves on your own without even having any training whatsoever. Do you have a plan to get some real bump training or what?
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. First of all, I want to say, though, I got to say the cabin looks so nice in the mornings. I'm only here at night, 10 o'clock, and by then, I mean, nobody does the dishes, nobody cleans up. There's, chip bags all over the place. So I got to say, though, with the place in the morning, it looks amazing. I got to say.
It's all AJ, buddy. All AJ.
That's right.
In the morning.
He takes out the poop.
That's right. That's so early in the week here.
That's right. Yeah.
But, no, as far as bump training, though, we're definitely, that was the biggest focus for us, was that anybody, if you go on YouTube, you can see a lot of backyard wrestling, and it's very obvious that people have no training. There's no, there's no real work being put in as far as ring work and psychology. So that was a really important thing for us. So what we did was, I've been talking about this for a year now. We've been working on this for a long time, and we want to bring up a couple of wrestlers that we're working with out of Big West Wrestling in Kelowna, BC.
Okay.
And one of the guys there, his name is Mad Dog Marty Sugar, and he's got 16 years of experience. He's running his own promotion there, Big West. He was the Thrash Wrestling heavyweight champion there, so he's held championships and he knows the sort of the ins and outs of it. So we're going to bring him up here in October for our first mini camp, which is going to be a 4-day event where we can learn sort of talking, mic work and stuff from him, and then also get in the ring with him, learn some basic moves and sort of how to put a match together.
Yeah.
So I mean that's going to be our formal training. It's very brief, but we're going to try to get it in there.
Crash course
indeed. Are you guys going
right?
You going to be building a ring as well?
So that's it. Is we've actually got a ring coming up here, and that's the biggest part of it all. Is the fact that it's not going to be just a backyard. hey, they're wrestling on a couple of mattresses.
Yeah.
We're going to actually have an 18-foot by 18-foot ring that's going to be in here in July.
Amazing.
So we're working out with the venue and stuff on how we're going to get that together. And then, like I said, by the time we put the show on in November, that's wintertime. It's easy. It's one thing to plan this thing in the summer and be like, oh man, we could have it at Jim Couey Park. It'll be outside. It'll be great.
Right.
And it's like, wait, except it's going to be November, so let's get the venue. Let's make sure we have everything sorted out. And so that's what we're at right now. Is we're doing the fundraising. We've talked to people in town. We're working with organizations here in town to bring the guys up to pay their fee, and then to sort of get the ball rolling in that sense in any fees we have for rental, for venue and stuff. Because it's a big thing. It's definitely going to be a big thing. But we're also looking to sell tickets too, right? So we're going to sell like $5 or $10 for ringside.
Yeah.
There's going to be T-shirts we're making. We're going to go full blown, right? Like we're going to be essentially we're going to be a T-shirt company, I think, before we're anything else.
Right on, man. I mean, Des, when do you sleep?
Oh man, I don't know. In between the video games and the town council and work, I don't really sleep a lot. Right? It's like 5 hours, and then I feel like I've wasted time if I sleep longer than that.
Wasted time. Oh man, you're just you're incredibly busy. You're always doing stuff. You're always looking to like make your community a more interesting and a more fun place, man. And that's something that's very, very cool, and it's something that can be missing, especially from local politicians for real, man. So that's we definitely appreciate that. We're big fans of yours here at the Cabin. And tell us a little bit more about the movie as well. And of course, I know we're going to hear more about this wrestling promotion as it moves forward. You got a page on Facebook, so we're definitely going to be following that. But I mean, you've got all these other irons and all these other fires. You've got this movie coming up. You're in rehearsals right now. You're going to be shooting in July. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the movie has been really fun. So it's called Below the Tree Line, and like I said, it's something I wrote a long time ago. It's like a stoner comedy, and it's funny because now we're going through the script, we're doing read-throughs, and I'm like, is this punchy enough? Is this what I want? Is this what I want this to be now?
Yeah.
Because when I wrote it, it was definitely more low key than the sort of the push I'm giving it now. So now it's sort of like the attention it's already garnered. Like people in town, like random, like at the KFC, right? I'm at the KFC here in Inuvik, and it's like, hey, how's the movie coming along? And I'm like, oh man, it's great.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, can't wait. And then the baker behind them is like, oh yeah, the movie, I can't wait for that. And I'm like, ooh, geez, now there's
now there's pressure.
Oh no, expectations.
Right? Yeah, oh no, expectations. Before I was just making this for me and the boys, and now it's like, yeah, right. Okay, cool. We'll make this. Not so many in-jokes, right?
Oh, man. Right on, man. Well, I thank you so much for joining us this morning and letting us know about Totally Arctic Wrestling and Below the Tree Line. We look forward to whatever you're producing out there, Des. Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said before, not to pump your tires too much, but we're big fans of yours, and we can't wait to see what you come up with.
I'm so happy you guys are giving me time here, man. I love you guys at the Cabin there. I mean, obviously I'm not ink committed yet like Wheeler is, but that was a hilarious video. I love what you guys are doing out there, man. Keep pumping those out there.
Awesome.
That's good stuff. You guys have a great day, man. You guys, everybody out there listening, we're having a meeting here in Inuvik next Wednesday night for TAW. We're having like a bit of a roster, sort of a here's what we're doing, how you can get involved, because people are asking me like, hey, wait, can I be a wrestler? And I'm like, I don't know, can you be a wrestler?
That's up to you.
That's on you, man. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much, Des, and keep us in the loop, and we'll definitely have you on again very soon.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Bye.
Des Loreen, city councilor for the city of Inuvik.
What a beauty.
Director, wrestling promoter, comedian, filmmaker. I don't know what else. Like, he's got a list on his CV it's longer than my entire CV, just describing what he does. So, Des, thank you so much for joining us, man. We look forward to Totally Arctic Wrestling. We look forward to Below the Tree Line. Yeah, cool times, man.
Might have to get up there in October.
I think we're going to have to get up there in October or for November, or for at least the events.
Mm-hmm.
So we would love to get up there and do some live hits, maybe film the whole thing.
Yep.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
We do have some beautiful new merch in that we want to tell you guys about. We've got new hoodies, new T-shirts, and a brand new addition to the Cabin merch lineup.
Sweatpants.
Oh, we have sweatpants?
Oh, did we not? Never mind. No, what? What
We
were
don't
you
have
gonna
sweatpants? Do
What were
they
you
say
gonna say?
juicy on the butt? Juicy cabin. And on the front it says log cabin. No? No, those are
Surely,
two.
surely the log would be anyway.
The log could be on the back too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome to the outhouse.
This
No.
is where you took this, Ollie.
This is where you took it.
I hope
You
you're-
took it here.
I hope you're
You
happy.
did this. You did this. No, one of the beautiful new additions are just some wonderful coffee mugs. We've got beautiful coffee mugs now, and so those are
10 pounds each.
10 pounds each. These are
Robust
substantial
mugs.
coffee mugs.
We
They are
took the
wonderful.
Baron Ground ones, we painted them green, and then put our logo. Great.
Basically.
I mean, basically, that's what we did. Yeah, that's great. I like it.
Nice thick handles. Like, you're not going to break that off.
It's so thick.
Yeah. Get some of these for the office.
Absolutely.
They're beautiful.
And yeah, I mean, if someone broke into your house, you could just knock them out with
End
this thing.
them with a cabin mug.
I don't know. Have you seen our slow pitch results?
Well, that's...
I feel like
That's unfair.
You don't lob it at them, though.
That's unfair. I feel like we'd play slow pitch a lot better
feel like-
if our lives were in danger.
I don't know. I feel like the burglars are going to get away on an error.
Nah, I don't know. They don't need to catch it. They just need to receive the ball with their skulls. So come check out that merch. Tomorrow we will have the merch table set up right in front of Cabin Radio here on Franklin
Blimey.
or Festival on Franklin.
That's tomorrow, isn't it?
It is
That is
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thursday night, 5 to 10, Festival on Franklin. They are still looking for volunteers. You can hook up with them. The festival is Festival on Franklin at gmail.com. If you wish to help out a little bit, we will be there all night, providing tunes, providing entertainment, and some merch.
And if you want to be a part of it, you can also just come along and towel down a wet politician.
Yeah, absolutely. Haven't you always wanted to? Dress down a politician.
You just don't have enough opportunities to do that.
That's
generally
right.
in life,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. You can pat dry Glenn Abernathy.
One question, though. Is there going to be anything for adults to do?
Yeah. Anything for
Don't
adults,
you
or is
join
this
his
all for
bandwagon.
kids?
Hang on, time out. Don't you join his bandwagon of
What?
responding
What, throwing
to,
shade from our comment section?
of responding to comments that literally only we have bothered to
I'm
see.
just asking the question.
Just asking the question.
That's all.
You don't have to put it on Front Street, Ollie. And if anything, you're at fault here because Lecter was just asking a reasonable question about one of the biggest events of the year.
Everybody-
Is there anything for adults to do?
Everybody, please stop responding to anything we do on Facebook. It only triggers people in the studio, and it gets very confusing for everyone.
No. Please continue to comment on Facebook. This is the beauty of having this station.
I just thought that was an engaging question. Is all.
I like to imagine that Global Edmonton, which we don't get to watch in the mornings, responds to Jesse's comments on the air.
I hope they do.
Oh my
right?
God, that would be amazing.
Oh,
that would be amazing.
We were talking about having
another
TV
fine
feed in here.
takedown by Jesse Wheeler, and he doesn't even live here, but he really does not like bigotry or racism. So
Or-
applauds for him.
Our province in general.
Or our province in general.
Does not.
Let's be
like
fair.
it.
Alberta's an embarrassment. It's not. I love Alberta. I lived there for a long time. It's
Dolphins,
just that
dogs,
it's going
Albertans.
it's
The
going
lineup grows.
through a bit of a transitional phase right now.
I
And
didn't even think Dolphins could hold pitchforks, and yet here we are.
here they are. That's a dolphin. That's a dolphin machine gun.
Never let the dolphin sound effect fade. That is a part of the show.
That's a good one too. Oh, good. Mornings at the Cabin, done for another day. Come see us at Festival in Franklin tomorrow. Of course, we'll be here tomorrow morning to remind you once again. Come by and say hello. Get yourself a brand new mug that you could defend your home with.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.